once again.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in downtown Nashville, Tennessee. The whole of downtown Nashville likely still reverberating with the sounds of the Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. Starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, Brissett. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in.
Brissett's pass.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
24-yard gain.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the gun, here's Brissett. Finding Hilton on the slant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
13 yards.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Brissett looking deep for Hilton. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Touchdown.
T.Y. Hilton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy.
Makes the score Colts 7, Titans nothing. Rigoberto Sanchez to kick.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this first play will get him back to the 25, but that's going to be it. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Third and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. He's got the first down and more past midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Henry again, the ball carrier.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
The Colts, first down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he's got this down to the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to
like
the
an egg underhand.
Yeah, like an egg underhand, really with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
That's good.
Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Completes it to Davis. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Second down and 8. Tannehill trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Intercepted by the Colts.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Brissett on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Brandon, I'm not going to tell him that you called him old in our pregame meeting, but this guy has been around a long time. If there's a trick in the book, he knows it. He probably even wrote a few chapters. And this is what he's always had. And that's a nose for the football. He's able to come away here with the interception.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
35-yard line.
Check. Double dog. That's the way. Hey, check 24.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Colts 14, Titans 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought of a return here for Hines.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. It's third and long for Brissett. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Clay Matthews brings the heat and gets the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
With it is Jackson. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Number 22.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. That's complete. Running on the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
Goal at the 4-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after 1. How about the rally we've been watching?
Yeah, a couple of touchdowns. PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he will be brought down, but a 1st and goal coming up as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Tavecchio to add the PAT. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go.
Makes the score Titans 20, Colts 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And the Colts first down.
A first down throw for Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
13, T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y. Hilton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts have tied things up. They can take the lead with the extra point. And with that, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Makes the score Colts 21, Titans 20.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. One receiver left is Hilton. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Derrick Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 40-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. It's caught. Humphreys. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
It's a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Giorgio Tavecchio on for the field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
From just shy of midfield, Brissett. He's got it to Hilton. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
19 yards.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And 11 at the Titans.
2nd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Blankenship's kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either
not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw on second down is Tannehill. He gets it to Humphries. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
39-yard line.
44, Mike, 44.
From the gun, here's Tannehill. And caught by Henry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
At the 29-yard line.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, it's Tannehill. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They'll find Hines out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Out of the gun, Brissett. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp. And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for the Titans. 43 yards. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. That's complete, middle of the field to Humphreys. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
31. Titans 28.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Brissett fighting Hilton on his slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 49-yard line.
2nd and 11 now. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throw left side complete. That's Hines. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Yeah, it's fun.